Keep it simple and just mow.
We're at that time of year where grass growth has slowed down dramatically. In fact, I'm not even cutting the grass at all. Even though my celebration Bermuda is still holding on to a little bit of green, it doesn't mean that it's growing. It's just holding on to that green. Unfortunately, just because the grass is not growing doesn't mean I have no work to do. If you're like me and you have trees around, you're dealing with constant leaves on the turf almost every single day. And it doesn't matter how often you take care of it, a few hours later you got more leaves on the turf. Whatever you do not want to allow the leaves to sit on the turf for a long period of time. It's going to cause you all types of problems later on, especially if you have a wet winter season. So if you have a lot of rain in the forecast and you allow those leaves to sit on the turf for an extended period of time, you're going to have issues and you want to avoid getting into that situation. As a homeowner, there's really 3 ways to take care of leaves on the lawn. You don't have to overthink it, just keep it simple to rake it, bag it, and to dispose it in the garbage. That's very inefficient, but it can be done if that's your situation. If you have woods around you, maybe in your backyard or your side yard, one way to get rid of the leaves is to blow it towards that area. The third way is to take your mower and go over the leaves a few times. What I typically like to do is to take my blower and blow the leaves away from corners and along the fence line. Just blow it far enough where you can reach it with the mower. And what I typically do sometimes is to take the mower and go over it at least 2 times. Sometimes you may have to go over it a little bit more. But the more times you go over it with the mower, the smaller the leaves will become and it will just disappear into the turf. Plus you're adding a little bit of organic matter onto the lawn, so which is a good thing. So in this footage, I used the Eagle mower initially to do my mulching. And out of curiosity, I just wanted to use my gas mower just to see if there's a difference between the two. And honestly, I found no difference. I went over 2 times with each mower and there was no difference in the amount of material. The thing to keep in mind is you want to use your mower in the mulch mode. So you want to not bag up the leaves. Just go over it a few times and break it up into smaller pieces. Just because you have a little bit of leaves on the lawn, it doesn't mean that you have to take care of it right away. You don't have to go out and do this every week. Maybe once every 2 weeks, come out and just blow it off your turf, or just come out with your mower and mulch it into tiny little pieces.